Timer's ticking.
Vikings! This is the night we've been waiting for! We will push back the Bears today! Do not show them any mercy! They did not show us mercy! We will push them back! Hold them back, and we will pass the 17k level. Push them back! Swords and shields! Spam them in the chat now! This will be the day for glory! Yo! What's going on? What's going on? We had a very dramatic entrance today as Bitcoin. Can Bitcoin break 17k? Come on, man. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Shade, what's going on, buddy? We had to make it a little dramatic. We had to, even though it's the most action we had in months. This is great. Had to give it a little bit of spice, a little bit of sugar as we jump onto the stream today. Can Bitcoin break 17k? That's what we're going to watch today. We've got altcoins doing some stuff today. Gala up like 35-40% at one point, going absolutely nuts. Multiple other altcoins up a good amount today. We just need Bitcoin to break 17k now. That's what we need. We need this, okay? We need this as the Cam fam. We've been waiting this forever, all right? So we're going to jump on in here. We're going to jump on in. Kennedy. Kennedy wants to saw it down. I see all the swords and shields. Everyone's getting pumped right now. I love it. Do we have a little bit of optimism? I guess maybe I shouldn't say optimism, but we have some people that actually want to see the price go up. You haven't seen that in a long time, which is great. Anyways, Bitcoin at 16,950. You've made it back to 16,960, which has been the most annoying resistance for really, it was pretty much all of December and obviously right here. So can we get back above it? Will we form a double top? let's discuss. Okay, let's discuss. But first, before we do that, let me take a sip of coffee and see what the general consensus is in the chat here. We got Mackin is saying Friday pump for the Sunday dump. We got some big events coming up next week. Next week, we got the potential. I know everyone's talking about the FUD right now. What is the FUD going around in the cryptoverse? The FUD is the DCG potentially selling off all their crypto starting on Monday. That is the FUD right now. That is absolutely the FUD. We also have the CPI coming up next Thursday, which we'll see how that goes. I think that'll be good. But we'll see. We got some stuff coming up next week that can cause some volatility. But let's talk about right now. Let's talk about right freaking now. What do we got going? Total manipulation, said Psycho Pro. This is manipulation, Psycho. You know how it is. Manipulation. It's always You really gonna say it's manipulation to the upside? That's like one of the most common narratives is the price can only be manipulated to the downside, not to the upside. Anyways, 16,942. For BTC right now. I'll say this. The one good thing we have going for BTC is you did break this downtrend of resistance. If we actually zoom out, you actually finally did break this resistance level that we've been watching. So we obviously had this coming down from the FTX crash, right? The FTX crash high. We had this little peak, this little fun little, Powerpuff Girl little peak that's got everyone excited. And now you got right here, which you are poking your little head, right? It's probably the size of Clint's head, if you know what I mean. Size of Clint's head. Oh, man. But, you get a little bit of a head coming up here. We'll see if Bitcoin can get a little momentum. It's sort of the same narrative. We haven't really gone anywhere yet. But the fact that you did break out from this is a good sign, right? And this is what I've been expecting for quite a while. I mean, I've been saying the same thing for about 3 weeks now straight of just up and down, up and down, up and down. Whatever happens, I mean, whatever the direction is, I expect Bitcoin to come up to the upside. I'm expecting 18K. That's what I've been saying. I think Bitcoin will see 18K plus over the next, maybe week or so. I think Bitcoin will see 18K plus. You can hate me for it, but like I always like to say, let's see where we are in a couple of days. I know the pencil necks are coming in. For all you pencil necks out there, right? Before we get started here, for all you pencil necks, this is what you look like right now. Okay? You see, this is you. This is literally you right here. You see this guy? This is what I picture. When I see you in the chat talking like this, where is he? Like this guy? Bitcoin can't pump. Where's the money coming from, bro? Where's the money coming from? We're bearish. Right? This is what I picture you looking like. No neck, a big ass head. Kind of looks like Carl the Moon a little bit, actually. Doesn't it kind of look like Carl? It kind of looks like... no, you know what it looks like? It looks like you took Vitalik and merged him with Carl the Moon. That's what it looks like. Anyways, I thought I'd say that. But you pencil necks will continue to be pencil necks and continue to, like I always like to say, put a short position in, man. Put a short position in. Anyways, so we did break out there. I will say, I mean, some of these short-term time frames still look good. I look at the 4-hour time frame. You got a little bit of bearish divergence here on the 4-hour, all right? A little bit of bearish divergence. You got a little bit of higher high, a little bit of a lower high coming in on some of your momentum indicators, right? It's on the RSI, it's on the MACD. Any one you look at, you're going to see a little bit of bearish divergence here. So we got to be a little bit cautious. And this has been the point where Bitcoin's gotten rejected once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. I would say even if Bitcoin pulls back, as long as it holds, really the 50 EMA, I'm not too worried, even if Bitcoin does pull back over the weekend or whatever. I'm still thinking Bitcoin comes up, and it's very simple. It's a very simple thought process of why I think Bitcoin's going to go to the upside. And this is what we've been saying. We go to the daily time frame. Look at all this inequality in the chart, right? Straight move down, quick move down. And look at the similarities right here. It's almost like picture perfect for me. I mean, you guys might disagree. And if you disagree with me, you know what I always like to say. I don't care. No, but it's the same point right here, where Bitcoin was in kind of one big upwards channel, bear flag, whatever you want to call it. I'm seeing the same thing here, right? Bitcoin in one big upwards channel, or a bear flag, whatever you want to call it. And this was that boring phase. You guys remember the last month or so. It was just so boring, man. The market was boring. Everyone was leaving. You had no one in here, right? Everyone was saying when move. Everyone would have took a dump. Even the biggest bulls, right? The bulls with the biggest balls in the world, right? To take two giant green balls. Even those people wanted were okay with Bitcoin dumping as long as we got to move. That's kind of the same thought process I was looking right here, where the price is super, super, super boring at the bottom of a channel, okay? And you were kind of sitting below that 50-day moving average. Same thing up here. You got a volume push above the 50-day moving average. Same thing you saw right here. Obviously, this one's not as big yet, but you got a volume push above the 50-day moving average. I'm still looking at this as the same price action. Every time Bitcoin's gotten back above the 50-day, it's coming to the 100-day. Which right now is at ding, 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 chicken wings for dinner, tofu if you're vegan. Anyone vegan? Anyone vegan out there?
Dude, no one's friggin' vegan, bro. Who's vegan? You're not a man if you're vegan. You have to eat meat, okay? Meatloaf only. I don't even eat chicken. That's how much of a man I am. All right? Can you be honest? Like, chicken's so plain. If you don't eat red meat, if you don't have man tits like me, you're a pussy. All right, you are literally a pussy. Eat some red meat. Nice. Get some cholesterol in you. Nice, man. These freaking pussies, vegetarians.
What was I saying? I forget my whole point what that was. Isn't that awkward? But, same point. 18K is exactly where the 100-day moving average is. You still got this big inequality up here, this big wick that you never took. We're coming up to take that level. If you don't believe me, well, like I always like to say, my guys, I'll see you in a couple days. Sound good? We got a deal? We got a deal? Okay, perfect. Let's see what you guys are saying. Let me see what you guys are saying. Denise said I love patterns, but I'm not following it daily. That's crazy making. Why is Jordan so aggressive? We are aggressive. I'm always aggressive. You guys forget. It's been a bear market. So you forget how aggressive I am. You guys remember that. You guys remember the bull market, Jordan. I was very, very aggressive. I was always talking shit. You guys just forget. You guys always forget when Jordan talks some shit. But I was the biggest shit talker of them all, to be awkward. To be honest here. Drew, what's going on, man? What's going on, Drew? Good to see you, man. Anyways, I guess these short-term time frames, right? If we zoom in a little bit, hourly is a little topped out, right? So like we said, if we do see a little pullback, okay, we go like the 15-minute. The 15 minutes kind of just consolidating. I'm not honestly too worried about these short-term time frames, right? I mean, the super short-term time frames, 5-minute, back to the 50 EMA, 15 minutes, kind of just holding the range, right? And the 4-hour still got room to go, right? The 4-hour stocks are still coming up. And my favorite thing, the best thing on the charts right now, and why I'm confident in Bitcoin coming up higher, is not even the short-term time frame. It's like we said, it's the daily, but like look at these other ones. Look at the 2-day. 2-day just pointing straight up. Just started that momentum to the upside. 3-day, look at that. Just crossed the upside. Plenty of room to come up. You can even go down to like the 5-day. Look at the 5-day, man. Plenty of room to come up. Look at the weekly. Weekly just crossed the upside. Plenty of room to come up. All these time frames look good to me. Now, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I mean, if DCG comes out and starts dumping all their crypto soon, then, I guess you can say sayonara sucker to me. But listen, man, I am very, very confident in this move. Very, very confident in this move. And especially when the times get super boring, that's usually actually when I expect to move to the upside. And it's been that way for the last couple times, to be honest. Whenever the market gets super bored out, just like it was right here for about a month, people super bored, the price tends to go up. Just like when it was here, people were super freaking bored, price tends to go up. People were super bored right here. Price tends to go up, right? I mean, these super boring times. Even this chop right here, right? Chop, chop, chop. We're going to go lower. We're going to go lower, bro. No, you come up first and then you go lower, right? These super boring times in the market. Now, this is for all like I guess the short-term traders out there. For the long-term people, they don't give a shit about this. They want to know what's going to happen in the long term. We'll talk about a little bit about that today. Let me take a sip of this. This is some good coffee, man. I'm trying my best not to slurp, right? I could come up here and slurp. I could be like Jabba. When Jabba drinks his coffee, he goes nuts. He goes, wow, I'm hyped. Okay, I'm going to short Bitcoin right here. This looks like a good spot. Okay, my liquidation price is 16,960. Okay, guys, Jordan's going to lose this bet, all right? If here's the bet. If Bitcoin breaks 16,960 today, I'm going to get liquidated, all right? And you guys can laugh at me while I cry. We got a deal? If Jordan loses, he has to wear the Santa hat for a week, all right? We got a deal? Yeah, we got a deal, Java. Sounds good. Sounds good, buddy. Sounds good, buddy. Sounds good, buddy. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Savvy, you want to go to the mall? Okay. Can we hold hands? No? Okay. Sorry. All right. See you guys. But no, we'll see if Java gets liquidated. Java's liquidation is 1960. I'm actually going to put an alert right there so we can see if he gets liquidated here. 16,960. Right there. There we go. Let's put Java liquidated. Boom. And let's go right there. 16,960. Boom. Cross that. Let's liquidate Java tonight, man. I'm ready for it. I'm friggin' ready for it. Anyways, let's look at some. I mean, you guys want to look at some longer term charts? I know some of you guys want to look at like short term altcoin charts. Some of you guys want to look at long term Bitcoin charts. Let's jump through this list real quick. I just want to touch on Bitcoin real quick. What went up today? So obviously you got some altcoins up. Really the big ones were you got Lido, you got ETH. Dude, the fact that ETH Classic is getting a nice move up is freaking awesome, man. It's freaking awesome. I've noticed that when ETH Classic gets a gnarly, yes, I said gnarly. When ETH Classic gets that gnarly move up, like more than everything else, it sort of leads the market. It's like the anti-Chainlink, right? When Chainlink's pumping more than the rest of the market, that's when you have to be a little bit worried. On the flip side, when ETH Classic is leading the market, it tends to lead to good things for Bitcoin. Very, very weird phenomenon. If you have time, go check it out in the charts. I swear, it's actually a phenomenon. I'm dead ass. And yes, I'm dead ass. Who created that saying, by the way? Dead ass? I'm dead ass, bro. Dead ass. That just sounds wrong. It just sounds like dead ass. It just say, yeah, I'm dead ass. I'm dead ass. It sounds like you got railed in the ass. You're saying you got a dead ass. That saying doesn't even make sense. Can someone explain that to me? Yeah, man. Facts. Dead ass. Dead ass. You guys know what I'm saying. Anyways, yeah, you got some nice alts coming up. Really, not much coming down. Tron is you get a lot of FUD on Tron right now. Super a lot of FUD on Tron. I'm dead ass serious, bro. It doesn't even make sense. Like, think about that saying for a second. Yeah, man, I'm dead ass. What happened? Did Becker with the pecker come in and stick his pecker up your ass? Is that why you got a dead ass?
Rant alert.
That saying doesn't even make sense. Maj, what do you think about that saying? Okay. She doesn't know about the dead ass, which is probably good.
Rant alert.
All right. Anyways, let's continue on. We're getting a little weird over here. We're getting a little weird. We got to be serious. Ready? Ready for serious, Jordan? There we go. Okay. What else do we got? I want to look at the weekly real quick. The longer term charts, and I know, guys, charts are charts, right? I mean, everyone's saying this time is different, and I want to say it is, but I also don't want to get caught up in this like echo chamber that 2023 is going to be the worst year on the planet. I also don't want to get caught in that echo chamber, right? I want to keep an open mind. So when we look at the charts and we look at certain indicators and stuff like that, this is always with a disclaimer that times are a little bit different this time, but they might still play out, right? So you got to keep a little bit of an open mind when we're looking at these. The first thing I want to notice is Bitcoin is breaking up from this RSI resistance, and we haven't looked at this in a while because Bitcoin, quite frankly, hasn't really tested it in a while, right? It's really been, since October, we haven't tested this RSI downtrend. Look what's happened. We're getting our little tip over this, right? It's a little bit of a tip on this over on the weekly time frame, right? And we talked about this. Something had to give, right? You had a sort of bullish divergence on this where you had lower lows on the weekly, higher lows on the weekly on the RSI, and we had this downtrend of resistance. Like something had to give. Either you were going to break down lower and come back in this oversold territory again on the weekly, or you're going to start breaking up. This one actually is starting to crack that level ever so slightly. I want to get a little bit more juice because this is not too convincing at the moment. Like look at this. It's just coming over right now. But that is one thing that we've been looking at and could be a sign that possibly you got some upwards momentum coming for you. Still think you do. Now it depends on what your definition of upwards momentum is. Do you think it's multiple weeks? Do you think it's a few weeks? Do you think it's the low? It's up to you for decide. Like I said, I'm not here calling bottoms. I think calling bottoms is somewhat ominous at this time, but what I want to see is these longer term indicators start to look good, right? Just start to give us a little bit of hopium, right? Is there light at the end of the tunnel? That's what we want to see. Okay, that's ultimately what we want to see. Tickling the tip. Yes, we are just slightly tickling the tip. Tickling the tip. That sounds so wrong. I don't think you. I don't think I want to be tickling any tips. Okay. I can't think of any tips I want to tickle. Maybe a steak tip. I honestly, I would tickle the tip of a steak. It's probably the only tip that I would want to steak. I'm not gonna lie. Yuki Misisu. Love your name, my man. Yuki Misisu. Yuki Misisu. Are you using the logarithmic scale? Yeah. Yes, I am. I always use the logarithmic scale. For sure. The other thing that's interesting is as this starts to break out, what have we been waiting for? We need Bitcoin to get back above the bear market resistance band, right? At the end of the day, it's been a good indicator when Bitcoin gets back above this. It's been bullish. Now, that's great. We're below it. That doesn't tell us much. Do we have an indicator that maybe says, when could we expect to get back over it based off history? Well, something's got to give here, right? Something's got to give because based off history, and this is just a little bit of a pattern we've been looking at, based off history, we should expect, if the pattern's going to continue, obviously, like we said, this time might be different, so keep that in mind. 49 weeks from the halving to when you got back above the bear market resistance band, 54 weeks, the second cycle, 59 weeks, the third cycle. The trend is 5 more every time, right? For all the new people out there, the 5 new people that have came in this bear market. If you're new, make sure you smack the subscribe button. Guys, if you're watching the stream right now, if you could smack up that like button, it really, really helps me out. I really, really appreciate when you hit that like button. Some of you guys watch the stream every day. I bet about 80% of you guys watch the stream every day. Smack that like button for your boy, okay? And I know you might say, but Jordan, it ruins my playlist. You might say, no, you're low IQ. You are literally low IQ. I'm not smacking the like button. That ruins my playlist. So when I play my music, your videos pop up. You can do it in a way that doesn't do that, okay? Save a like from the Instagram ho and give your boy a like. Give your YouTube ho. Your YouTube ho. Give him a like. All right? Damn. All right. Anyways. So 64 weeks. So we add 5 every cycle. You would expect Bitcoin to get back above the bear market resistance band in 64 weeks. When did we say? That is wherever the halving is. We don't know where the halving is going to be. All right? We have no idea where the halving is going to be. But let's say it's in the beginning of April, which is the expected date at this current moment. That would put at, sort of the 16th to the 23rd. Based off this is when we should see Bitcoin get back over the bear market resistance band. Like I said, we really got to start moving, right? If this is going to play out, we really got to see Bitcoin start to really move up here relatively soon and close above before this sort of weekly close, which I don't think it's terribly unrealistic, but at the same time, obviously it's going to be a tough task, very, very tough task. So we'll continue to watch this, but at the same time, I've been saying this. I think January is a big swing month for many different reasons. We've been talking about January is a huge swing month for Bitcoin, for stock markets, for everything. We can look at everything, but it's a huge damn month. Oh, by the way, I got to switch this up over here. Yeah, show some feet. You want some feet? This sock's nasty. You got some nasty feet. Nasty, nasty feet. There you go. You guys asked for a foot. You got a foot. That's what you get. Let me see. Franklin said, nah, I want to reserve my like for the Instagram thotty that is never going to pay attention to me. You could, Franklin. You could, Franklin. That's a sad life, my man. That's a very, very sad life. You know? That Instagram thotty that you'll hit the like button up. She probably looks like this. She probably looks like Sam Bankman-Fried anyways. She's probably taking a selfie like this. With the tits out like this. And she's got her face like this. And then if you ask her why she got her tits out, she's going to say, I don't. I do it for me. Yeah, you do it for you. Come on. Stop playing around. So you ask someone, why are you posting a selfie? And they say, it's for me. No, it's not for you. It's because you like the attention and the likes. Come on, we know it's true. Let's not play some games over here. That's some good coffee, man. That's some good coffee. Anyways, I'm ranting over here. All right, so that's the weekly. What else we got? Let's continue on. What's Bitcoin doing on the short-term time frames right now? It's still chilling at 16,944. Guys, we need some more juice right now. We need some more juice in this bitch. Okay? Do I have to get you guys hyped again? All right, I gotta get you guys hyped. I gotta get you guys hyped right now. We need more juice for Bitcoin. All right, and we know that the Asian market. Wait, are they closed today? Oh, they might be closed. They might be closed, man. They might be closed. But in honor of them, we need to get hyped right now. Okay? Listen up, scoundrels. You want Bitcoin to pump? You gotta be like Becker. You gotta have a big ass pecker. Spam the swords and shields in the chat for Jordan. Or your pecker is small and I'm coming over there to bang your mom. Spam the swords and shields now for Becker. Cardano lovers, I know you're out there. Spam it. All right. There we go. There we go. All right. I had to get you guys hyped. It seemed like the chat wasn't hyped. We got to keep the chat hyped in here. Becker, no. Got to hide my side. Watch out. Hide your side chick from Becker. You know, he's coming. He's coming. He's coming for your mom. He's coming for your sister. He's coming for everyone. He's probably coming for your brother at this point. You don't know. All right. Let's continue. I'm hoping Bitcoin can do it on the stream, man. Knowing the weekends typically for Bitcoin lately, you haven't really seen that much action. Like, let's zoom in a little bit. And the 15-minute doesn't look too bad. The 15-minute, You got the stock RSI that's bottomed out on the 15 minute, which means you got momentum bottomed out. You could see this on stream. I still think on stream, you can see this shit start to move back up. I still think you do. Moving averages are coming up quick. Momentum's bottomed out. I love it. I love it. And you got the swords and shields coming in the chat. We already know the juice meter is about to come back up. We need a juice meter. Okay, I'm making a juice meter. I think we need a juice meter for the hype in the chat. I am going to make one. I'm going to make one coming up. Anyways, let's continue on what we got for Bitcoin. I don't really want to talk too much about this. I guess what I will say about this, guys, is typically we're at that point, and I know this is not the fun narrative, right? And I want you guys to understand, like, this could obviously change based off a million different things, okay? But I want to make this clear. We're at that point, and typically in the cycle, where you actually start to see a little bit of upwards movement. And I know that sounds impossible right now. I know that sounds, there's no way. Well, you, sir, haven't been paying attention to the DXY, which capitulated today, and you haven't been paying attention to the stock market, which got a really, really nice breakout today. Okay, so we will say that. We haven't even got to that shit yet. And those two things look the best, not even crypto. Bitcoin's not even doing anything. It's the other things that look good, which could that lead to a little bit of a move up for Bitcoin. We're at that point in the cycle where you typically see it. Now, it doesn't have to be a huge move, but if you look at, all right, the 2018 bottom came in right here. The 2014 bottom came in right here. We're past those 2 points of time frame where we typically see the bottom. Now, doesn't mean the bottom's in. It's nothing's guaranteed, okay? If we go lower, still think there's a possibility to go lower. I'm not in the time frame of calling bottoms. I care about time at this point, right? Not price, time. When I look at time, 2014, you had a little bit of a run up here at this current time. And in 2019, you actually started to make a run up around this time as well. If we just compare the last two cycles. So could you see a little bit of a run up? It kind of makes some sense. To me, it makes some sense. FOMC meeting not till the February 1st. Could you see a little bit of a move up in the next month? I think you can, assuming that DCG doesn't just get absolutely wrecked to the downside. That could change everything. But we're at that point, and typically going into the summertime after that year bear market, you can see some peaks too, right? Obviously that's about 6 months out, but just putting that out there. We'll see what happens. I do think you're at that point where you got enough news events that are farther enough away to give you a little bit of room where Powell cannot wreck you for like a month. But obviously, Daddy Powell on February 1st, I believe, is the date, can come in and wreck us again. He said, I'm calling 16948 now. Chug the mug. Bathwater, this is just coffee today. I got nothing in here right now. Maybe I do need something in here. I don't know. One of these days. It's been a while since we did a drunk stream. It's been a hot minute since we done a drunk stream. I think I only did like a couple where I was actually drunk. You guys probably didn't even know. You probably did actually. I sound like a dumbass. Like when I'm drinking shit, I'm sitting up here like I'm holding. I don't even know. I don't even know what I'm talking about. You guys probably don't even know the difference. For the guys that have been watching me for a year, no, probably about a year and a half, which is crazy. You guys probably seen a couple drunk streams, and you probably didn't even know. Anyways, the weekly time frame. This is the 2 week, and then we're gonna jump into altcoins. I know you guys want altcoins. Bitcoin on the 15 minute. I'm gonna set. All right, we got an alert set for Bitcoin. So if you're mad at me for not looking at the short term time frame for Bitcoin, we will get alerted if Bitcoin passes 19.6. So there's nothing to look at until Bitcoin passes 16,960, which I do think is going to happen on the stream, right? I think the 15 minutes going to start coming up. 15-minute price will start coming up too. But we got an alert, okay? We got an alert. I know you guys are mad at me right now. You're saying, you guys are looking at me like this. Bro, we're already dead. We're finally getting some price action. You're talking about weekly charts? Come on, bro. Can you look at the short-term charts? God, this guy's an idiot. He doesn't even know what his viewers want. He doesn't even care about his viewers. He's talking about weekly charts and 2-week charts when there's pumpage going on. What an idiot. What an idiot. I'm unsubscribing from this guy. He's an idiot, man. Jordan a little more hyper when he's drunk? You think so? You think that's true? I don't know. I don't know if that's true necessarily. I don't know if that's true. I guess the 2-week chart gets me a little bit interested too. Now, you know the 2 things I'm waiting for. The 2 things I'm waiting for to be bullish. Well, there's 3 things. 3 things. Get back above the bear market resistance band. Have the 2-week stock RSI get back above this 20 level. Every time Bitcoin's done that in its history, it's gone on to have good gains. And also the 2-week LMACD, which is the logarithmic MACD, also gets that cross to the upside. And we can sort of project this out. And obviously this will change depending on if you dump, if you pump, if you go sideways. But this is coming down. Ever since about July, despite the price coming down, this also has been coming up. So if we projected this out, if we just went sideways, right, which is definitely a possibility for the next 2 months, this should cross over by the end of February. If we start pumping, it'll cross faster. If we start dumping, it'll take lower. But you got the point, right? The average right now is about the end of February for a cross, depending on price action. This still got some work to do, but if the 2-week starts coming up, this can come up pretty damn quick too. So waiting for a cross on this, right? Based off the past, right? Summer of last year, April 2020, March of 2019. We can go all the way back in all these times, right? Look for both of these crossed. These are more conservative targets. These aren't like going to time the bottom or anything, but these are going to look like, okay, when are we actually going to start seeing some momentum to the upside? June 2015. I'm not going to go back the whole time, but I think you guys pretty much get the point on those. I will say this, though. The one thing that gets me a little bit hesitant is I look at the regular MACD. Look at the regular MACD on the 2-week. This one is actually going to cross this next 2-week candle that closes. This one's going to cross. And this one's the same thing. Whenever this is crossed, Bitcoin has started a good-sized run to the upside. And this one's going to cross next week. No matter what, really. I mean, no matter what the price is, this is going to cross. Unless the market dumps to like 14K or less, this is going to cross. So I'm interested to see if that'll have any effect. Everyone's going to say no, right? Obviously, what's the narrative, guys? I mean, everyone's going to say no. What's the narrative? At the highs, if you're calling for lower, you're a dumbass, right? Up here, and this wasn't me, but up here, if you were calling for a bear market to start or lower prices, you're a dumbass, bro. You're a dumbass. We're going to 100K. We're going to 200. We're going to 300, right? You would have got harassed if you were calling for a bear market up here, because that was the narrative. The narrative was up. Now the narrative's down. So if you're calling for any price move to the upside, I'm even looking at some guys that are typically bearish. Like today I watched Optic Alert. You guys know Optic Alert. He peeped up of my home screen. I had nothing to watch. I know, I was at the gym. I had nothing to watch. I popped on his video from about 2 days ago. He was saying he thinks price is going to go higher. Right? And he's typically been very bearish. I looked in his comments section just to see what people are saying. And they're like, what do you mean, bro? We're not going to 20K plus. You're an idiot, man. You're an idiot. And these same people praising him when he's calling for prices going lower. If you're biased, I guess to say, not your bias. If your prediction does not go with the narrative, you just get harassed. So, we'll see. We'll see. Like I said, I'm not 100% calling for bottom until I see these cross. But if they do, I bet when they do, I will get harassed. So we'll see what happens, right? Could be a couple weeks away at the very least, but it is what it is. I want to be the fib circle guy. Yes, the fib circle guy. I had nothing to watch, dude. There just ain't nothing. There's nothing to watch on YouTube right now, and I like to listen to stuff when I'm at the gym. I don't like to really listen to music when I'm at the gym. Maybe I'm a weirdo, right? Does that make me a weirdo? For all you guys that go to the gym, do you like to listen to music or do you like to listen to like a podcast or a video or stuff? I definitely prefer to listen to a podcast or a video or something that I can learn something rather than listen to music. Just me personally, maybe that makes me a weirdo. But, I know a lot of you guys like to listen to some hard, like that doesn't get me hyped, man. That just makes me feel like I'm an animal or some shit, you know? But it's what it is. Let's see. Prediction of 250K Bitcoin for Bitcoin in 2023 is by Draper. Dude, that guy, Tim Draper. Here we go. Tim Draper, that dude always calls for 250K BTC, man. You know? He always does. Let's see. Video or podcast? Tom said he listens to George while at the gym. You can do that. I've done that a few times. I like to listen to stuff. Audible. Seems like most of you guys like to listen to stuff, not listen to music. Interesting. Jaron said you're weird, bro. I mean, I am weird. But like, does that make me more weird for listening to podcasts at the gym? Music can be annoying at times. Oh, yeah. I agree. Music, it's like, and today's music is so bad. There's nothing that gets me hyped anymore, right? I don't throw on Drake and get hyped anymore. Like, I'm just not at that stage in my life anymore where I get hyped off Drake. You know what I mean? Like, maybe when I was trying to act cool, like, oh yeah, but it doesn't get me hyped anymore. And all the old music, it's like, okay, I've heard this song a million times. It's not really getting me hyped. But, you know, I guess that's a me problem. That's a me problem. Anyways, let's show them another ETH. ETH. Ethereum. Ethereum is my favorite chart right now. Ethereum is my favorite chart. Now, ETH is showing some pretty hefty bearish divergence right here, right? Some pretty hefty bearish divergence. Can you guys agree with me? Today's music is horrible, bro. Horrible. It's been a long time since a new song came out that I actually enjoyed listening to more than 5 times. You know what I mean? It's probably been like multiple years since I like that. Man, this song's pretty good. I'm going to listen to it. What's with all these trucks? Oh, my Lord. There's no trucks all day. Your intensity level in the gym must be 1 out of 10. Yeah, today's music is horrible. There's just no good music anymore. Ethereum, 1,267. Another nice move up for ETH today. 1,275. But you got a little bit of bearish div on ETH coming up here. A little bit of a higher high, a little bit of a lower high of momentum. So do you see a little bit of a pullback? That's the question. Now, this can obviously be avoided. How is this avoided? ETH obviously continues up. But you got to respect that, I guess, when it's there on the charts. Though I will say, I mean, to me, I look at like the 4-hour chart, and you know, like I said, people might disagree or whatever, but I look at this, and this is kind of like a little bit of almost like a little cup and handle pattern. And whether you like patterns or not, I mean, patterns are good. They help you identify support and resistance, really. But this one still, the 4-hour, like I said, maybe it kind of dribbles its way down here. It consolidates for a little bit, lets this reset, and then kind of comes back up again and starts to come back up, something like that. Because you got some bearish div. But at the same point, I go to like the 3-day on ETH. It's the bigger time frames that look good right now. I mean, get rid of this. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Yes, you get the 3-day momentum still pointing up with room to run. And you on these higher time frames, you actually want this to be high. You want the momentum to be high. That means there's momentum in the market. 5-day, just crossed up, pointing to the upside. And I look at this price action, and let's just go to the 3-day. It's a little bit better here to see. But look at this price action. I just see, and it's the same thing. Low, higher low, higher low, higher low. Just higher lows coming up while you got resistance at the same point on the top side. It's a very simple market structure. It takes patience, but at the same time, and then you look left, what do you got? You got this big liquidity up here to the left that hasn't been taken yet. I mean, you could argue, and this one actually was taken with this wick, but this big thing that's sitting here with this upward sloping, almost accumulation structure here. And you guys will argue, Jordan, it's not accumulation. It's not accumulation. We're in a bear market, bro. Okay, cool, man. Cool. We're in a bear market. Doesn't mean you can't have upwards price action. But same point. For me, I'm looking for ETH to eventually, it might do a little bit of this for a little bit inside here, but eventually I'm looking for ETH to come up and tag this range up here. Okay, at the very, very least. And obviously, depending on what happens with multiple different news events and things like that, that can push you up higher than that. But ETH, I like this little second structure here. I really, really do. I really, really do. When I zoom out, I see a low. I see a second low with accumulation down here, right? Higher lows. And it's got me thinking a little bit. Just thinking. If you can see the rest of this start to play out, you might get that bigger, longer term. It's not like a little pussy little W pattern. This is a big macro sort of W formation that could be forming here. And it sounds crazy until it plays out. It always does. But hey, man, here we are on January 6th, 14 months from the high, where Bitcoin usually bottoms 12 months from the high. Java liquidated. Woohoo! No! I just put my short in! What the hell? You bears in the chat! You told me we're gonna go down! You idiots in the chat! You pencil necks! You're perma-bearish! How many times have you shorted this? You made me short! It's not me! I'm a skillful trader! I got influenced by the chat! They were trolling Jordan, and I was bearish because of it. This is all your fault, chat. You idiots. Oh, man. All right, let's see if we get a little more upside. Let me get my hat back on here. Because I got to hide my balding. Because you guys make fun of my balding. I'm just kidding. You guys can see my hair. It actually looks it kind of looks a little bowly today. Because I actually didn't put any spray in it. Doesn't it look a little shady today? It looks a little bowl cutty. Look at that. You got a little line coming in right here. Look at this. Look at that little line. It kind of looks like a bowl cut today. It's kind of dope. Oh, man. There we go. All right, so we liquidated Java. First step, liquidate Java. Okay, good. Now we got to work on this. Now we got to work on this sort of 19.6 level again, which is the mid level of our entire range. But I guess we'll stay focused in on here, I guess. See what happens. 5 minute. Let me zoom in. We can get deep and dirty here a little bit. Yeah, 5 minute just keeps holding moving averages, holding moving averages. These actually been good points here, right? Bounce off the 50 and 30 EMA moving averages. Bounce off the 50, 30 moving averages. It's kind of been a good little, bounce from there, bounce from there, bounce from there, bounce from there. Now you kind of got like a little symmetrical triangle pattern almost forming here. If you wanted to be one of those 5 minute chart degens like this, you could argue that you already, I'm not sold. I'm not sold on that. So we're not going to do that. We're not going to be a degen. Even though I want to be a degen, I do like to be a degen every now and then. I do. But yeah, so Bitcoin, I guess, like I said, the 15 minute looks good to me. I like the 15 minute for another test to the upside. Look at it. You get a little double bottom on the stock RSI here. We're coming up. We're coming up. Come on, man. Looks shady every day. It does look kind of shady. Looks a little greasy. Take a shower. Clint, get out of here. You look greasy. Let me see your hair. Clint, send me a picture of you. I'm going to show it on the stream tomorrow. All right? Greasy. Send me a picture of you. Just kidding. Clint. You are a beautiful human being. Okay? You are a beautiful human being. I apologize, Clint. I love you, man. All right. Weekly chart for ETH. Oh, my Lord. The weekly chart for ETH. Look at this. Just look at this consolidation, man. Look at this consolidation. Look at this. You're getting something's brewing. Something is brewing in this little triangle. If you're a fan of triangles, okay. Which way did this break? Listen, Jerome Powell can't tell you which way this is going to break. Well, he probably could. If he was like, we're doing 100 basis point rate hike, this thing's probably dumping. But Jerome Powell can't tell you which way that ETH is going to break up or down. Okay. Now, you're still below the bear market resistance band, so you got to stay a little bit shady here. Okay. Kind of like my hair. You got to stay a little bit shady. But something is going to give here. And it's a matter of which way. I mean, I look at some of these momentum indicators. I mean, look at the stock RSI on the weekly, pointing to the upside. Look at the 2 week. The 2 week actually, 2 weeks coming up. I guess 2 week you can say either way. The 2 week actually you actually want to be topped out. As weird as that sounds, look at all these big moves out for ETH in the past, right? 2 week was topped out the whole move up. Look at over here in 2020. 2 week was topped out the entire move up, right? So you're okay with I guess those time frames being a little bit up. Monthly still bottomed out, but like the weekly, I bet the 5 day looks pretty good on this. Yeah, 5 day pointing up. These bigger term time frames look pretty good, but you got to crack this, right? And we've done this multiple times where we come and test this once, twice, 3 times, but we have not been able to crack it. Will this next time be different? We'll see. We shall see on this one. It's probably going to mean can Bitcoin get back above its bear market resistance band, right? And if it is, it's probably going to be in the next couple of weeks, if it's going to do it. That's my take. But that's ETH. What's ETH do? Let's zoom in a little bit on ETH again. Let's see what ETH's doing. Man, the hour looks... Let me zoom in on the 15-minute on ETH here. Yeah, 15-minute. The 15-minute on ETH looks pretty good too. I like this little juice guy here. 15-minute bottomed out. 5-minute coming up. I like these. You know, this is kind of a degen triangle, but I guess it'll give us a little sense on when to expect to move, I guess. So that's a little 15-minute chart. Which way will the 15-minute chart break on ETH? Let me know in the chat. Which way will it break? On Bitcoin, I guess you can kind of do the same thing though. I guess we'll just do it for fun. Why not? Don't take these too seriously, guys. I mean, I doing 15-minute TA. Okay, I mean, you do you. It's a little bit ominous, but we'll see which way this breaks. Should expect to move somewhat soon. I'm always late. Alexander, why are you always late, man? Don't be coming late to my stream. No, I'm just kidding. I appreciate you for being here. Just the fact that you're here just makes you part of the fam, the Cam fam. Love you being here, my man. What's the Cam fam saying right now about the chat? Let me see. Does Bitcoin break up or down from the triangle? Let me know what you guys think. I want to see what you guys are saying in the chat here. Let me see. Down we go, said Trent. See, Trent's saying down. See, Trent says down we go. Trent, don't be saying that, my man. Let's see. Jaron said stuck in a short from 16,675. Bro, I hope it wicks down quick for you. You can get out and then it comes back up. Just for you, my guy. All right? I hope, just because you're in a short, I hope Bitcoin does this. You can close it and it comes back up and and you can get in a long and then we can come back to the upside. We got a deal? My man? I'll do it just for you. Just for you, man. Who else we got in here? We got Fahid said bring back Cam Fam. Listen, my man. I know you guys wanted another episode of Cam Fam. I will do one, but it's going to be a surprise when it comes out. Okay? It will be a surprise when it comes out. There's a sort of style I want to do with it, but it'll be a surprise when it comes out. Okay? You got a deal though. I will make another one, but I'm not going to promise when. All right? Backwards. All right, let's come back to the stream here. 16,955. ETH is also chilling here. So I guess these ones will keep on the 15-minute time frames for now. Big news and tweets, dude. It's really coming up on this Monday. Monday and Thursday are the 2 big days next week. Why? Monday, You got the supposedly DCG and Genesis fighting over $1 million. I think it's actually $1.5 billion in funds. And the rumor is, and this is just a rumor, that the FUD right now is that they're in the hole, and and DCG is gonna have to sell off like $2 billion worth of crypto or some shit like that. Now that's the FUD. There's always FUD, right? Last week it was Tether. The week before that it was Coinbase. The week before that it was Binance. There's always some FUD going around. Will it be true? We don't know. But that would be pretty bad. That would be pretty bad. Now, we'll see what happens with that. Someone made a good point today, though, about this DCG stuff. They also cut 30% more of their staff. They're getting people on edge, all this shit. But I will say this. I don't know if you guys watch Blockchain Backer. I love Blockchain Backer. He just looks at the market. It's very similar to me. He just looks at it in sort of, not sort of gut feeling, but sort of just like the price action sort of. He made a good point today. And I want to give Blockchain Backer a shout out. I like Blockchain Backer. He said that is this DCG stuff and the market just being absolute putrid, you know, and just kind of the price action that we're looking at right now. And you could say for Bitcoin, you can say for Ethereum. I actually like Ethereum's chart more than Bitcoin, funny enough. All right, ETH is actually trying to break to the upside right now. I actually like ETH's chart. ETH in particular looks pretty juicy on like the longer term time frames. And we know that Ethereum, I will say again, for all you haters out there,
Rant alert.
Ethereum again has outpaced Bitcoin in this bear market. So that narrative needs to go away. All right? Despite probably the worst bear market that crypto's gone through, in my opinion. Not percentage-wise, ETH has outpaced Bitcoin in the bear market. So you can suck it, you Bitcoin maxis. All right?
Rant alert.
Come at me. But he made a good point. Was like the Coinbase IPO at the top, right? Just everyone getting hyped for that, right? Everyone getting hyped. The market kind of rounding out. Is that similar to the massive FUD that we're getting right now with the opposite, right? With Binance, with Coinbase, with Tether, with DCG, right? Where everyone's expecting all these dominoes to fall. So no one's buying, kind of like no one was selling at the top because we thought we were going to 200K. Now we're at 15, 16. No one's buying because of all the FUD that's in the market. We'll see, right? It's a good little point that he made. We'll see what happens with DCG on probably next week because they're supposed to do something by Monday. I'm not sure exactly what, but something's supposed to happen on Monday. Some of you guys are probably... some of you guys, I know Bathwater is a genius with more of the news stuff, but he could probably tell you. Let me see. Your hair looks sexy tonight. Can we check OP? I got you, man. I got you on OP. Bitcoin still chilling. ETH still chilling. All right. What else we had? And people have FUD again. Huobi's another one. There's FUD on Tron. There's FUD on USDD. Yeah, I mean, people expect every exchange to go under right now, right? I think you've heard FUD on every single exchange. You know, there hasn't been one that's been left out in the dark. So we'll see what happens, Huobi. There's a lot of FUD with Huobi right now, but we'll see. Clint said no one cares about Gala. And the other big news next week is the CPI coming up on Thursday, which has been a pretty good catalyst the last two CPI prints. All right, Bitcoin's trying to come up. 16,964. If you guessed up, you were correct. Shout out to all the people that... Okay, we need to get hyped in the chat now. We need to get hyped in the chat. The only way Bitcoin's going to go up right now. We need the Asian market, or the Asians to come in, because they're waking up right now. And they're going to pump the price. Come on, let's go. I'm not going to do a joke. I'm not going to do this joke. Not in 2023. Maybe in 2018 I could have done this joke. Oh, man. All right, anyways. It's 10 a.m. in Swell. They're awake already? All right, they're awake. Come on. Pump it up, boy. Pump it up, boy. All right. ETH is probably coming up too. All right, let's jump into some altcoins. You guys just want altcoins. You guys want altcoins. Let's deep dive into altcoins. The one thing, two things before we jump into altcoins, right? Just two quick macro things that look really good going into next week. Was the DXY got crushed today. Got absolutely decimated. What was looking like a great weekly candle for the DXY, you now close below the 50 moving average, and now you've got this ugly ass candle on the DXY going into next week. That was beautiful. Like this was looking super bullish today at one point, and then it just dumped. And I think that was because was it the PMI? No, it was ISM. Sorry. The ISM Services Index, when that came out, the DXY just dumped to the downside, right? So that was really, really good. We'll see if that has any continuation going into next week. You're still above this support, previous resistance level, now acting as support. So just be careful. That could still bounce, but that looks really good. The stock market also broke a little symmetrical triangle to the upside. This also looks good going into next week. And my take has been like, can we start deviating from these 2000 and 2008 fractals? That's the big question. We'll talk more about that on the Sunday weekly close stream. But can we deviate? If we start going up from here, we will deviate from 2000 and 2008. And that's what we want to see. 2000 and 2008, right around this time frame, we started dumping. We started really crashing. But if we can start coming up here, it's going to make it look very, very different from those two cycles. So we'll see what happens with that. Very interesting stuff going into next week. Let's freaking get busy. All right, let's do some altcoins. You guys don't care about this shit. Let's go, Matic. I'm in a Matic long right now. Frick yeah. Come on, Matic. Give it to me, boy. Let's see, Gala. Oh yeah, we'll look at Gala. Gala's going nuts. Going absolutely nuts. Yeah. Gala is going hamburgers to the upside. Come on, man. Oh. Matic needs to break it now or do it now. Matic looks like, to me, Matic was a beautiful setup. It came back to this level, which it bounced from once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. Perfect 5 times, right? With the stocks bottomed out. Oh, that was perfect. To me, Matic kind of looks like a little bit of left, head, right. And if it breaks up, I'm looking to take these vector candles over here. 90 cents is my target on Matic. But, obviously, be careful now. You're coming up to a local resistance, so don't be FOMOing now. Don't be horse guy. Don't be horse guy looking at these altcoins right now, because you're going to be buying into resistance. The time to do it was probably yesterday. Anyways, I know you guys want to see Gala. Gala was going absolutely nuts today. And we talked about Gala in yesterday's stream. We said, okay, Gala. I mean, I missed the move because I mean, it was already broke out. I don't like to FOMO into breakouts, but Gala broke this downtrend of resistance on the daily. And look at that. As soon as you broke out on Gala, this thing went nuts to the upside. It came up about 40% in a day. That was freaking awesome. Shout out to the Galaas out there. You Galaas killed it. If you were any, like a short-term trade on Gala there. Nice little move up. You took this vector candle already. So just be careful on Gala here, because this could be the point where you start rolling back over for a pullback, because you technically did take everything you needed to take. And you came up to test the underside of this previous support and flip it as resistance. So this is probably a logical point for this to start to roll back over a little bit. So just be careful there in Gala. But that's an awesome move. That's what I'm talking about, man. They tweeted good news on January 4th. Nice, dude. There's news about Gala using their token as gas. That's freaking awesome, man. You guys know I love Gala. I love Gala. It's just been shit in the bed lately. We haven't been really talking about. There hasn't been anything to talk about since like October. But I love Gala. Yeah, that's a super good move. Super exciting that you have good news coming on it. Finally, after they had that little fake hack on Gala a couple months ago. That's super good shit. Good shit. Come on, BTC. Give it to me, boy. Give it to me, boy. ETH. Come on. Guys, smack up that like button. The higher the like button gets, the higher Bitcoin gets in the stream. Do we need to hype it up again? Do we need to get a little hype in the chat today? Is that what we need to do? I think we need to do it. I think we need to do it on BTC. We are breaking. I told you guys, we are breaking 17K on the stream tonight. We are doing it tonight. And if it doesn't happen tonight, I will be very, very upset. The only way we do it is we get hype in the damn chat. That's what we need to do. All right? Come on, get some hype in the chat. Appreciate the apologetic. Sebastian said, can you check out Jasmine? I got you. I got you on Jasmine. Psycho Pearl wanted FTM. Let me do FTM for Psycho. Psycho's been waiting a while. Psycho, you're the absolute homie, man. Psycho Pearl's been watching the stream for an absolute hot minute, bro. He's been here. He's been here since I was wearing do-rags and I was wearing wife beaters. I was wearing wife beaters and do-rags, man. Since FTM, since Psycho Pearl was watching, bro. Just kidding. I wasn't wearing do-rags, man. But maybe one day I will buy a do-rag from that random ad that we saw on that website. FTM. What do we got? What do we got cooking here on FTM? FTM. Nice little move up. I would say you're gonna break a little short term. You got this little short term trend line coming down. Probably extend this actually up here. But yeah, it looks like short term downtrend of resistance. Let's see if you can smack that. If you can smack that all over the floor, that would be awesome. Awesome shit. 4 hour. Let's see. Yeah, you're right at resistance. You just be careful here. Obviously, just be careful. And it's kind of like Bitcoin. Like, you got a little bearish divergence, right? You got a little higher high and a lower high on your momentum here. So you got to be a little bit cautious here. Just be cautious. Be cautious. Because this could be a point where you do actually start to pull back. Kind of like how Bitcoin has it, right? So Bitcoin kind of struggling here with 17K a little bit. That could be a point where Phantom starts to pull back just a little tad, just a little nip there. But I mean, overall, let's look at the longer term time frames. It's gonna be like these other alts, which you build a strong base. This is the strong base, right? You know what it is. This is the strong base. Guys, FTM is building a strong base right now. Guys, I am George. We're all George. Guys, today, I want to talk about Gala. And Gala, why I believe Gala is one of the best projects that is coming out today. Why am I being talk about Gala, you might ask? Well, no, get out of my chat. You think I'm just talking about Gala because it's pumping the most today and I want to get... No, get out of here. Get out of the chat. I actually believe in Gala games. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. All right. Gala... No, but Phantom's building a strong base. Strong base, downtrend of resistance. I like the setup for a move up. Right, 3-day cross to the upside. You probably got 5-day. 5-day still has momentum to the upside. Weekly, yeah, still got momentum to the upside. I like the longer term time frames on this. So shorter term, okay, we'll see. Depends on what Bitcoin does, obviously. On like the immediate short term, longer term time frames don't look too shabby. Don't look too shabby whatsoever. And I like to stick to the 4 hour. And as long as the 4 hour stays above your moving averages here, this is the 30 and the 50. As long as it stays above the 30 and the 50, I can't get too bearish. It looks like this thing actually might be breaking up right now. Can we get a little breakup? Come on, boy. I think we need a little bit of this right now. We need to get hyped in the chat for Phantom. You stupid pencil neck. You said we couldn't pump. Well, who's the exit liquidity now, bitch? Stupid pencil neck guy. Alright. That gets me hyped, man. It does get me kind of hyped. But yes, this stupid pencil neck guy. This will forever be the pencil neck guy. Right here. Right here. Come on, BTC. He said the pump song would never be replaced. No, the pump song's not going anywhere, but we need to, sometimes we need to get a little switch up. You know what I mean? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Sound like 50 Cent. Just a little bit. All we really need to lead is a little bit. A little bit of this. A little bit of that. Short Viking boat. The Short Viking boat. That reminds me of Age of Empires. Great computer game. If you guys ever played Age of Empires, it's kind of a nerdy game. That game is, I need to play that, man. Does anyone like Age of Empires? I would be down to play a game of Age of Empires sometime soon. That game is dope. Absolutely dope. I haven't played that game since probably at least probably 10 years I haven't played Age of Empires. I used to be a nerd on that game. I used to play that game for hours on end. Holy crap. All right, you guys want some other alts? Solana. Let's see, Sol. I know Sol is a popular one too. What's Sol doing, my man? What is Sol up to? Sol, I mean, still looks okay. Still looks okay. Let's look at the 1 hour here. Yeah, 1 hour got a little flaggy action. So the 1 hour looks a little flaggy. Used to love that game, dude. That is one of the best games. Age of Empires 2 or 3? No, I think it was 3. 2 or 3 was like the best. The OG, not the OG, but the best game was 2 or 3. Easy. The 1 hour looks like it. Age of Empires. I got it when it first released. That came out so long ago. This morning he was saying it was going on the blank space territory. Hey, Mike, it's gonna go back down there, man. It's gonna go back down there. Okay, I swear it's gonna go back down there. No, but Sol, originally, it was looking a little shady, right? So Sol this morning, it was looking a little shady, right? So it had this like sort of M formation here. It broke down, and it actually broke the M formation neckline. And then what happened is you got the really good news. You got the stupid, what was it? You had, I keep forgetting what it was. It was the ISM. And then all of a sudden everything started pumping. And then Sol just went whoop and came back up. So now it was M formation. It's kind of like a little bit of a flag now, which is nice. Now, I would look at the 1 hour and say, okay, yeah, you're flagging out. I like the 4 hour. Because the 4 hour, actually, you got momentum coming up now in a little bit of a flag. So we'll see. I mean, at the end of the day, Sol, it's still kind of at this tough point here where it's had a few tops, right? So it's tough to be like, okay, yeah, this is going to pump to the upside. You need Bitcoin to break 17K. I mean, really, that's what it is for a lot of these altcoins. It's like they're all kind of getting to a big resistance point. They need Bitcoin to get back up 17K. But Sol, if it does, certainly, I mean, if you want to be a little bit dramatic, could be, I mean, yeah, I mean, this big move down, could be looking at like 18. I mean, that sounds crazy. But I mean, listen, if you told me down here that Sol would be back at 13 when it was coming down here to like 7, just a couple days, just like last week, I would have said, yeah, probably not. But here you are. So Sol to 18, maybe. We also played Mario Kart. We did play Mario Kart. 2, yeah, Age of Empires 2 was easily the best one. Facts. Andrew said just short of Gala. Dude, these trucks, man. These trucks don't do anything all day. And all of a sudden they want to start working today. That's why they have better calluses than me. Clint thinks they don't have any calluses. But there we go. I got all the calluses in the world. TLM. No, that was yesterday. Big old Phantom. The chat wants Gala. Then we did Gala, no? Yeah, we did Gala. Rafi said 100K tomorrow.
We're going to 100K tomorrow.
I wish, man. I wish. All right, now Bitcoin. See, this is the point to watch right here. There's been a few times. So this 19.6 level, you wouldn't think it's a big level because like you pierce through it. The reason why that 19.6 level is interesting right here, and I want to see it actually hold kind of as like a little short-term support, is if you take the swing low, the range, the swing high to the range, right there on that wick. You notice that is the 0.5 retracement right there, right? So I would like to see on these super short-term time frames, Bitcoin actually get back and hold this on like a 50-minute close, something like that. You did break up here. We'll see if it means anything. But I still like the 15-minute, man. This 15-minute looks kind of juicy still. The 5 minutes probably toppy now, yeah. 50 minutes juicy, hourly's a little bit toppy. 4 hours still got room to run. Let's stick to here. Let's stick to the 15-minute. I like the 15-minute right now. It supports my theory, I guess. Hex did okay yesterday. Hex. The Hexicans. Algo. I mean, all these, like Algo had such a nice setup too. I mean, look at the setup on Algo. This was nice. These previous little wick lows, consolidation lows. You back tested the 50 and 30 EMAs. Stock RSI was bottomed out. It's nice. It's really, really, really nice. Really, really nice. Really, really nice. Who did that? Borat? Really, really nice. And if we do a little flag, it actually puts you to the previous swing lows from here, which I think is a relative possibility. I think Algo could see 21 cents or so. So we'll see. Like I said, you need Bitcoin to do its thing here, which I do think it does eventually. It might not be tonight. I want it to be tonight. It's me being biased. So Algo is another good one. AVAX was another good one. All right, AVAX comes to the local lows. These little local previous lows looking left. Back to the 30 and 50. Bounces up 30 and 50. Stock bottomed out. Nice little easy setup there again. So yeah, AVAX, same deal. AVAX. Looking to take this inequality in the chart, right? Quick move down. Hasn't retraced yet. Somewhere in this range, looking for AVAX. Eventually. T Money said, Jordan, you look so good. I look so good? You look so good, my man. You want Shib? Okay. I'll do Shib for you. But you know for Shib, we're going to need our little friend. Where's our little friend here? Wait, what is this? Oh yeah, this is the White Swan. Because we want a White Swan event. We don't want any Black Swan events left. We want the White Swans. Where's our White Swans at? Anyone got a White Swan? Anyone seen a White Swan? We need a White Swan in this bitch. We're sick of these Black Swan events. When White Swan? I don't know. Oh, I need our wolf here. Need our wolf. This thing's badass. Yeah, need the wolf for Shib. No, we don't need that. Let's go to Shibanichi. Let's see. Come on, Shibby. Shibanichi. Shib's a little bit messy. I don't really like the Shib. The Shib chart's a little bit messy for me. You could argue, I mean, you had all these kind of swing lows over here. Right? Low. And then it was resistance. You broke up, you back tested, same level. You got to push up. Kind of messy. This one wasn't my favorite one. But I mean, it's still, I mean, I see this wick of death, this wick of mercy up here. See this wick? It's a little bit better on the daily, I think. Yeah, you see that wick of mercy up there for Shib? You see this wick of mercy? They ain't gonna leave that wick right there. You think they're gonna leave that wick right there? Let me know in the chat. Do you think they're gonna leave that wick sitting there on Shib? They're gonna come and take that little wickaroo. And if you look, I mean, this Shib's actually interesting because I look at Shib. I look at SHIB and I just see a pretty much a quick move down here. And you really didn't retrace any of this, right?
Want to check XY?
So, I mean, could you be a little bit crazy and say, on the daily time frame at least, that SHIB's kind of painting out a nice little chart here, actually. Right? It doesn't see, it's kind of like hidden because it really hasn't done anything since like August. But SHIB's actually painting out a nice little, almost double bottom formation where you got this little wick of death up here. SHIB, it might be coming up here. Streaming from a Starbucks bathroom? What do you mean Starbucks bathroom? What's going on on the internet? Starbucks bathroom? You guys are trolling. Hell no. The little troll. So SHIB actually really has a really nice longer term chart to me. Really, really nice. Really, really nice. We just need to manifest, if you want to use a fancy word here. Weekly stocks bottomed out. I actually love SHIB. I might have to. SHIB hasn't really moved yet. I might have to pick up some SHIB, man. I actually really like SHIB from right here. The weekly looks sexy, no? Anyone agree the weekly looks sexy? You might be saying, oh, it's going down, bro. It's down, bro. I only buy when price goes up, bro. The weekly, oh man, I love the little double bottom. I love the stock bottomed out here. Look at the last couple times that was bottomed out. Here, gonna move up. Here, get a nice. This is pretty. It doesn't seem like it was big, but that was like a 3x move right here. That looks pretty damn juicy. Let it die. Damn thing reminded me to the beginning. Sandbox, let it die. Don't be mean to the dog, okay? He's a dog coin. Be nice to him. Let it die? No, we ain't letting SHIB die. If you think SHIB's gonna die, I'm gonna tell you, it is weather the storm in this bear market. The little Shibanichi, man. SHIB's still 16 on market cap despite the bear market. I thought the bear market was gonna kill the dog coins. What happened? That clearly didn't happen. SHIB still at number 16. Probably going to pass Tron after this FUD comes out for Tron. Probably going to end up passing Solana. We'll see. Sandbox is going parabolic. You've been hanging out with Bob too much. I probably have.
Oh, Jordan likes Shiba now too? He's copying me. Wow, I knew Jordan copies charts. Jordan, have you been signing into my trading view? Wow. Guys, we finally have proof that Jordan copies charts. My charts and Carl the Moon. That's who he copies. Yeah, Carl the Moon.
Guess I have been copying a little bit of a little bit on little Shibanichi here. All right. Wait, anything else? Look at this one. We're having a bonk, man. Actually, bonk. Will the bonkers step in? Will the bonker buyers step in on this retest of these lows again? Where's the bonk buyers? They're going to have to step in right here, or it might be a little bit of a tumble. A little bit of a tumble here for the bonkers. Okay? Where's my dog meme coins at? Where? You guys are hyped over bonk. Will it hold the sport? We'll see. We'll see on bonk. Bitcoin, being a little troll. ETH, being a little troll. Bitcoin and ETH trolling us today. The third most searched coin is SHIB. Doge is number 2, thanks to George. Thanks to George? You think so? Let's see. Ice Mike said, hey, Jordan, sushi looks ready to moon. By the way, Melissa sends her regards. Melissa! Oh, Clint's girl? I think I lost the actual Melissa hair. Let's see. I literally lost, I have like the bootleg hair, but the curly one, I have this hair. I don't know where the OG Melissa hair went. Let's see. I have to find it. I lost the OG Melissa hair. I think they removed it. because I was making because I was making fun of the bigger the hoops, the bigger the problem. Everyone knows that, by the way. Who agrees with me? Does anyone not agree? The bigger the hoops, the bigger the problem. You know you agree with me. You know. Show me any girl who's wearing big hoop earrings. They ain't going to be easy going. I'll tell you that. Anyways, you guys know you agree. But we got to find the Melissa filter over here. Let's see. Sebastian, I didn't look at the Jasmine. God damn it, man. Hold on, let me write it down. You told me to look at the Jasmine white paper, and I did not look at it, man. I lied to you. I told you a big fat lie. And I apologize, my man. I did. Come on, BTC. Man. All right, let's get rid of the triangle. It failed. Let's see if it holds our 5-minute moving averages here. In the meantime. I wrote it down, though. I will check out the Jasmine white paper tomorrow. Okay, it's on my to-do list. It's a very long to-do list, by the way. Sebastian, I got you though, man. I feel bad now. I feel bad. You know, I feel kind of down in the dumps. You know, because I didn't read the Jasmine news white paper, and I told you I was going to do it. I really do. I really do, man. Wes said, King, want to check out XYO and Cody? Yeah, don't call me Wes. Don't call me. Just call me Jordini. Call me Daddy. Maj said, call me Daddy. Don't call me Daddy, Wes. Don't do that. Only one person can call me Daddy. But anyone can call me Jordan or Jordan or anything really well. XYO. Let's see. 4 hours bottomed. 1 hour. It's cooled down. This one, the short-term momentum looks pretty good. The issue, you got Bitcoin coming down a little bit. So you got a little bit of an issue there. But you got a nice little consolidation. Probably, you look at this one probably still needs to retest. So yes, you have a little triangle. It's probably useless. You're probably going to see this kind of go sideways as your moving averages come up. This was the point you actually wanted to get back over, and you did. So that probably acts as support now. So as long as Bitcoin doesn't dump to the oblivion, you probably just find support here. And then you probably try to make your way back up. Whenever Bitcoin can find at least a little bit of a support level, instead of being at resistance, find a little support level. You can see this one flipping in this previous resistance, flipping into support now. With your moving averages also as confluence, with your 4 hour stock RSI bottomed out, you got the confluence going there. But this one might need a little bit of consolidation here as Bitcoin tries to decide what its next move is. Still think it's going to be up. But it's taking a little bit. It's taking just a tad. And then Cody, little old Cody. Let's see what Cody's doing. Oh yeah, Cody's moving up. Finally, Wes. Finally. I love it. Look at that one. Rise, retrace, hold the moving averages, continue. But same thing on Cody. This one's coming up through resistance too. Previous support, flipping as resistance. There we go. Stocks are getting a little topped out. Yeah, hourly 4 hours a little topped out. This one, I could see a little bit of a pullback on this one. Right? Do. Let these come up. Do. Back test. Let these reset. Right? Reset these out. Hold this as support. Then you start coming up. Something like that. This one probably needs to reset a little bit since you're at resistance too. You know? But we zoom out. I still think these longer term time frames are going to look good because you still got a bunch of this price action just dumping and not retracing. Yeah, look at the 3 day. 3 day just starting to point up. 5 day just starting to cross. Yeah, this one, still think it could get to here eventually. All right, 3 cents or so. But like I said, a short-term move up, I still think it's in the cards. Justin's son isn't your daddy? Justin's son. Why does everyone hates Justin's son? I've noticed this. Everyone hates Justin's son. I heard it's because back in the days he did some like, I don't know. He did some giveaway and he was like, okay. And he got, I don't know what happened. It was something like that. But everyone hates Justin's son. Is there like a solid reason why people hate Justin's son? I'm just curious. I'm curious what's that reason? What's the absolute reasoning for it? You guys probably got some type of reasoning. ETH is chilling. Bitcoin is also just chilling like a villain. Let's see. Seasoned red potatoes and peas for dinner. What is life? Lazarus. Peas and potatoes on Friday night? I'm proud of you. I normally would say that's plain. I'm proud of you, my man. I don't know what I'm having tonight. I'm supposed to be eating a healthy dinner, which may or may not happen because someone in the chat mentioned a burger again, and I was craving a burger yesterday. I didn't get one, and I might get a burger tonight because you forced my hand. I didn't want a burger. You forced my hand to get a burger. You know what I'm saying? You did. Let's see. Justin, he just copies stuff. That's why he's hated. Yeah. Toronto's been shady AF. Yeah. I honestly, I never really paid too much attention to Tron, to be honest. I don't know too much about it. But there's always a reason. People don't hate people for no reason, I guess. And Justin's son is one of those people that generally people don't like in crypto. General Tso's burgers? Bro, where do I get a General Tso burger? Grinnin'. I need you to tell me right now. You just made my day. Bro. Grinnin'. I'm picking up the mic for this one. You need to tell me where you found a General Tso's burger. That sounds absolutely unbelievable. I'm out. General Tso's! No. You need to tell me where you found that. You definitely need to tell me where you found that, man. Stumbledore said, just tuned in and you're still on. Way to go. Was playing around with hybridizing different indicators. Boring, but interesting. Nice, man. Nice. Yeah, I mean, I always play around with indicators and stuff. It's fun. Yeah, I'm still on. I'm not doing morning streams anymore, so the night streams will probably typically be 2 hours. And then if price action picks up, sometimes it can get pretty interesting in here. But right now, it opens up back to what we used to do, which is have one long stream, which I tend to like a little bit better, right? The 2 streams a day it's really not enough to talk about for 2 streams a day. I know some of you guys are asking for like a stock mark, like have one channel that's stocks, one channel that's crypto, and I may do that in the future. When any of you guys watch it, guess most of you guys don't care about stocks. That's the thing, But it doesn't have to necessarily be for you guys, I guess.
Boring, but interesting.
Just went through the Panda drive-thru. Panda has a drive-thru? What the hell is this? This is news to me. Panda has a drive-thru? If the Panda that used to be near me back in the days had a drive-thru, I'd be going there all the time back in the day. Because that's the worst thing about Panda. You have to go in. That was when I was really lazy. Now I'll just walk wherever I want to go. But like 5 years ago, dude, if Panda had a drive-thru, I'd be driving up through that bitch 3 times a week at least. At least 5 times a week driving through that bitch. I'd be looking at Panda in the drive-thru. I'd be looking at that General Gauss chicken, wanting to clap that chicken, man. Clap that chicken. I want to clap that General Tso's burger you guys are talking about. That sounds absolutely I'm just picturing a big, fat, juicy burger surrounded by General So sauce. Oh my God. I need that in my life. I mean, I could just get General So sauce and put it on a burger. I mean, it's not rocket science here, but I want it from a place that's made for me, not me make it for myself. Because everything tastes better when someone else makes it for you. I will wholeheartedly say that. Panda is terrible now. I mean, it's not the worst. I also would say Panda's good for what it is, right? You're going in, you're getting food that's been sitting there probably for a half hour. Like Panda's good for what it is, which is basically just made food that was made a half hour to an hour ago that's sitting in a hot plate. That's losing its flavor minute by minute, right? I mean, that's what it is. It's not fresh. So, I mean, you can't go into Panda thinking you're getting gourmet, right? I mean, that's the issue. That's like going to McDonald's and saying, "Why isn't my burger juicy, bro?" Like, dude, you're having McDonald's. Like, what do you expect? What do you expect, man? Wes said, "Okay, Giordano." Thank you, Wes. Yeah, Giordano for you. You can call me Giordano. Victor wants Zill. I got you, Zill. Look at all these altcoins, man. I love when altcoins do well. It's a little bit more exciting when altcoins are doing well, you know. At least if it's like for a day or two, at least gives you a little bit to look at. Zill. We'll start on the daily. I mean, Zill still below your key moving averages on the daily, so there's nothing too much to get excited about yet. Though you've strung together some pretty good days here. What I'll notice about Zill is whenever it goes lower, right, you'll notice that it usually always comes back to test these 30 and 50 moving averages, right? It never really goes lower without testing it, right? All these moves, test. So I think you get a little bit more upside here for mainly. And second of all, you know, man, this one's interesting, right? Because look at this and look at this. So here's sort of the interesting play. It's like, when do these altcoins actually get that solid move? Because if they do get it now, there's a lot of areas of nice confluence for Zill here on the daily. And let's zoom into like a 3-day. Yeah, 3-day pointing up, 5-day just starting to point up. So, I mean, yeah, dude, look at the weekly just crossing the bottom. The longer term time frames look good. They do. 4 hour. Yeah, see, all these altcoins are at resistance now. They all kind of got to the point where it's like you need Bitcoin to break 17K to go higher, most likely. Zill, right? Low. Now flipping into resistance there. And the short-term time frames, right? 4 hours getting a little toppy, hourly, toppy. Probably see it like these other alts. I could see a little short-term pullback, but I'm expecting Bitcoin to go up. So a little short-term pullback, retest, 50 EMA, and then start to make your way back up, and then hopefully kind of make your way up like that over the course of the next couple days. The weekends can be a little bit boring. So like if you go sideways for 2 days, that wouldn't surprise me either, because the weekends have been brutal lately, you know. So I might have to wait till Monday. It might have to wait till Monday, but we'll see. But Zill, it's like these other ones, man. Just in the short term, I honestly, from this point, I don't know. I even want to short because I do think Bitcoin's going to smash this. I do. I like this consolidation here at resistance. It's not, to me, this is not a bearish consolidation. This is a bullish one. If this came up like this and it dumped and you sort of were failing to get up higher, but like the fact that you're kind of making higher lows here, I still think this is going up. So I would say this would be a good place to short, but I wouldn't short an altcoin right now just because I think Bitcoin's gonna pump, personally. Let's see. Similar to Gala. Very similar to Gala. Oh, it's probably a downtrend of resistance, no? Probably broke out like this. Yeah, that happened a while ago, though. Zilla already kind of made its move there. Long time ago. A long time ago. ETH and BTC chilling. Just chilling right there. Chilling at 17K. It all ran up. Now wait on Bitcoin. Yep. The altcoins are going to sit at these resistance points until Bitcoin decides if it wants to continue up higher or pull back here. My take, you guys know my take. And I'll just say it again. My take is whoop, whoop, because we know who's awake now. We know who's awake on the charts right now. Who's looking at the charts? So there you go. You know who's looking at the charts now. They're gonna see this and they want to FOMO into this. All right. What else do we have? Gala. That beat is on. That's a great beat. You know that's a great beat for the Asian session. You know what it is. Did we already look at Jasmine? Stumbledore, appreciate you, my man. I love Stumbledore too. Stumbledore always stumbles his way, no pun intended, into this stream. Every single time. Every single time. Wolfgang says, I like your crazy style. I'm not crazy, man. You think I'm crazy? Why do you think I'm crazy? Do I look crazy? I look like a normal guy, no? Besides the bowl cut. Look at the hair today, man. This looks awful. Now I look like I have a cowlick. I haven't seen anyone with a cowlick in a long time. There was this one kid in high school who had like the worst cowlick. He could kind of pull it off though. Like for him, he could pull it off. It looked kind of good on him. But like it was like whoop. Look at my hair. I'm gonna keep it like this. This looks pretty. I look smart like this. You know why? I kind of look nerdy. I like nerdy. You know, maybe people will think I'm smarter if I looked more nerdy, right? What do I need? I need to wear a suit. I need to have a British accent. And I need to imagine how smart I would look if I had a British accent. I wore a suit, and I wore glasses. Everyone would think I'm so smart. Everyone would think I'm so smart. And I talk with big fancy words. Oh man, people would think I'm so smart. It grows in kind of weird. Is that natural? No, this is not natural. This is definitely not natural. This is hat hair. As you would call it. Could you do a 50-50 middle hairline once? I could. Oh, this looks so shady. Oh, no. Maj, would you like me if I look like this? Of course you say it's going to be cute. I can do anything.
That's what I said.
I can put elastic bands on my hair. I think I'm cute.
You want to show them some pictures?
Let's see. That grown-up kid from Little Rascals. All right. Anyways, Bitcoin's still trying to make its way up. I like this consolidation, man. Let's do a quick poll. Let's do a quick poll here. Does Bitcoin break 17K? Oh my lord! No.
Come on.
All right. Look at this. Oh, they can't see it. It's too bright. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. I look sexy. Look at that. You guys like that one? Sexy. Take one more ponder out. Look at it. There you go. All right. Well, does Bitcoin break 17K on a daily close this weekend? Yes or no? Does Bitcoin break 17K on a daily close? I don't care about no 5-minute close. On a daily close. Let's see. Crazy, who's crazy? I'm crazy, my man. Just accept you're going bald. I could accept I'm going bald. Dan said, damn, bro, that looks fucked. Looking like an island boy. Looking like an island boy. Those shady ass guys. Let me see. Do they have a filter in here? Island boy. Those guys are freaking shady, man. Let's see. Here he is. Yo! Actually, you guys know that these guys.
Hey, what's up, man? We're doing cameos. Come book us for custom videos, happy birthdays, or even if you want to say.
Wait, is it actually playing? What is this? We're not gonna play the rest of that because I don't know what I didn't even know that was gonna play anything. That was pretty cool though. Those guys, you guys know those guys. Normal people have not so much fun. True. I think normal people have fun. I mean, everyone has a different definition of fun. Some people's fun is drinking water. Some people's fun is I don't know what the fun is at this
When
point.
are we going to see the wife, GF giggling in the background? Just make sure Becker is not watching.
When are we going to see the girlfriend giggling in the background? Just make sure Becker is not watching. She's been on here before. You're going to have to dig it up, though. That's from probably 10 months ago. You're going to have to dig that up. You're going to have to go digging for that one, Sebastian. Dig it up. Island Boys Inu. Don't mess with them guys. I'm not messing with the Island Boys, bro. No, the Island Boys, those guys couldn't hurt a squirrel, bro. I mean, you see the size of those mofos? Their arms are the size of a freaking both of their arms. My arm is probably the size of both of their arms put together. And I'm not even kidding. It probably is. And I don't have like the biggest arm in the world, but my arm is probably twice the size of probably both of their arms. Just saying, bro. Just saying. You know why? You know why it is? You know why it is? Hold on. Because I can bench 350, man. I can bench 350. TJ, come spot me, man. Come spot me. I'm gas up right now. I saved crypto. Come on. Coinbear's not the #1 channel. I am. I'm the #1 channel. Not Coinbear. Oh, man. I always love that one. That one's always great. They couldn't fold a dollar bill. True. Put some together, they're built like an infant. Oh, man. All right, Bitcoin's still chilling, ETH still chilling, but they're chilling. This is like this is like the 5-minute charts, man. I mean, they're chilling, but they're chilling. They're like one move can just you can just split on a dime here. I love this little consolidation. Let me see. Does Bitcoin break 17K on a daily close this weekend? We have 75% of people who said yes, 25% said no. So most people think yes. I would generally agree with the herd right now. I'm not going to lie. Normally, I would not like to agree with the herd, but I will agree with the herd this weekend. I do think Bitcoin will break 17K this weekend on a daily close. How high will we go? I don't know. I think the big moves will happen more into the middle of the week next week, as you get closer to like CPI and stuff. But I love the way the stock market closed. I love the way the DXY closed, and I don't see why Bitcoin can't have a continuation up. But time will tell. Time will tell. Time will always tell. Maybe in the bull market, I'll give the other guys a try again. Let's see. The first time ever in Bitcoin history, 4 down quarters in a year. That is true. That is the first time. That definitely is the first time. There's a lot of first times this year. There's a lot of first times this year. First time Bitcoin ever broke a previous all-time high. First time Bitcoin broke the 200-week moving average on a weekly close. There's a lot of firsts in 2022. And I'm hoping there's going to be a lot of firsts in 2023 to the opposite way at some point. We just might have some digging to do for a little bit. A little bit. Total market cap. Total market cap also broke out of this RSI downtrend, by the way. We haven't talked about total market cap in a while. Total market cap chart's still sexy to me. I still think this chart looks sexy. Say what you will, like this time's different, right? Stock market going dumb, right? The low to the high, this total market cap is sitting at the 786 retracement, right? You're just chilling at the 786 with sort of like a little double bottom action. You're actually breaking out on the RSI too on the 2 week. So if you look here, right, you had 1 hit, 2 hits, 3 hits, 4 hits, 5 hits. But if you zoom in, what do we notice? The 2 week, unless you dump this week, unless you dump to new lows, the 2 week RSI is going to break out this week. And there's no arguing it. Will it mean anything? That's up for debate. You could certainly make your own debate for that. I think the coolest thing though, is like, despite the whole shit show of 2022, Bitcoin's kind of done what it's always done. Like, look at the 2 week RSI. Even with the FTX crash. Low, low, low so far. Can it dump again? Absolutely. But like so far, it's just doing the same thing it always done. It's hilarious. Absolutely hilarious to me. And we'll see, right? We'll see if this continues to mean anything. The weekly should be the same thing in theory. The weekly, let me see. Is the weekly the same shit? Let's see. The weekly we're going to need to get a little bit higher, it looks like, to break out. Just a little bit higher. Yeah, you're going to need slightly higher. Slightly higher. So, hey, total market cap still sitting above previous all-time high, though Bitcoin broke the previous all-time high. A lot of narratives, man. A lot of narratives right now. 2023, I think, is going to be, I've been saying this, I think it's going to be a very shocking year, one way or the other. I don't think, and this might be sort of a hot take, I don't know if it is. For me, it's like, I don't think Bitcoin's just going to bottom where everyone thinks it's going to bottom, right? Everyone's thinking 10K to 14K. That's the most popular range in the book, 10 to 14K. Everyone's called it 10 to 14K. To me, the way I've been thinking lately is like, either Bitcoin's going to just kind of round out here over the course of 2023 above the level everyone wants to buy, or it's gonna go lower than everyone thinks, scare everyone, the bejesus out of everyone for some big event, and then it's gonna pop back up, right? And then come back. I don't think it just goes, oh, we're just gonna go to 14K, that's the bottom, gonna go up. I don't think that's it. I don't think it's gonna go, oh, we're gonna go 10K, bottom, we're gonna go up. I don't see that. I don't see that. The two things I've been saying is, no one, imagine, I have no idea when the bottom is going to be, guys. I'm not calling for no bottoms, right? The only bottom I care about is the bottom of the bun of the burger that I'm going to be eating tonight, okay? But 15.5, no one was calling for 15.5, only Chewy. If 15.5 ends up being the bottom, literally no one would have called that. You have a ton of people waiting down here to buy, okay? And what if it doesn't happen? And even if it does go down there, I'm not going to buy because it'll probably go lower than that. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm just sort of rambling here about nothing. But that's my thought process. I do think like it's either going to bottom here at 15.5 or so, or it's going to go lower than everyone thinks. And it's going to scare the bejesus out of everyone. And it's literally going to... that'll scare the bejesus out of everyone, where the point where everyone will not buy because they'll probably buy at 14K thinking that's the bottom. It'll go to like 8K, and then that literally, then they'll sell at 18K thinking, oh my god, it's the end, and then it'll go back. You know, I don't know. That seems to be the case, but like I said, this whole year is speculation. Everyone has a different opinion. There's people that think 2023 is going to be bullish somehow. There's people think it's going to be super, like the worst year ever in history. There's people think they're just going to go sideways the whole year. This is the most open year I can think of because there's so many variables to this year, man. You got the Fed, you got the war, but all these things can be solved this year, right? Last year, you couldn't solve, right? You couldn't solve inflation last year. It was too high. The Fed was going to raise rates. You couldn't really solve that last year. The war probably wasn't going to be solved last year. But 2023, all these things can be solved in some way. So it'll be interesting to see what happens this year. Like I said, I think 2023 is going to be a doozy. I think you're going to see a lot of volatility this year. I think you're going to see pumps, like serious pumps, and I also think you're going to see serious dumps. It's going to scare you and get you excited in both directions. And who gets out of it until 2024? Most won't get through this year. Because this year, you thought last year was bad. A year of up and down is even worse. Because you're gonna be like, this market's a scam, man. It's never gonna go back up. It's just going sideways. It's dead. A sideways market is worse than a down market. It's worse. Because the sideways market, you both lost hope and you lost interest. At least with the downwards market, you only lost hope. You didn't lose interest. You know what I mean? So we'll see, man. We shall see. I'm excited for this year, though. I really am. Be greedy when others are fearful. Facts. This is my accumulation zone. I'm getting hyped for the next halving, man. Most people won't be here, but I will be. I will be here, and I am so confident in Bitcoin reaching higher prices. I think it could do it this year, and I certainly am confident in 2024. I have never been more confident at this point because I think there's going to be good things to come, and I'm actually excited for like stocks too. Some of these stocks are just getting to ridiculously low levels. So I'm excited for a lot of different things, I will say. Though I still think 2023 could see some bad times too. So don't think it's like all rainbows and sunshines in 2023. Patience, exactly, Lazarus. Patience, my man. Patience. At this point, you just gotta have patience. At this point. 2023 going to be bullish whenever interest rates are flat, stocks go up, and when rates are down, stocks tank. Let's see. Maybe losing interest is a good thing for that person. Trading isn't for everyone. Oh, that's true. That's definitely true. That's definitely true. Everyone has a different style, right? Some people just like to invest. Some people like to trade super short-term time frames. Some people like to swing trade daily time frames. Right? Everyone sort of has a different style, for sure. Make a vision board. A vision board. I'm not gonna make a vision board, man. The only vision board I need is in my head. I don't need to make a physical vision board. That's a good idea, Jared. If you like to do a vision board, you'll love a vision board. AP said you said you'll leave if ETH hits 100K. If ETH ever hits 100K, I'm gonna be honest. Like, you guys probably will never see me again. You know, like, if you want me to keep it real, I probably stream once a week. To be honest. Chat GPT valued at 24 billion yesterday. Oh yeah. Can you invest in Chat GPT? I like to put my money into. I actually don't. I don't think ETH to 100K. That would be ridiculous. I don't think that. To me, I'm the biggest ETH bull, but I don't think ETH will ever hit 100K. Personally, that's kind of ridiculous. I vote yes for Stonk Stream. Yes for Stonk Stream. Who wants to stop? Who would like a separate channel where I talk about stonks in the morning? Who would like that? Or a more macro stuff. We'll talk DXY stocks. We'll talk other shit besides crypto. Because I like to talk about that stuff, and sometimes like I get too into that in this stream. I know most people don't care about that, but maybe I'll start a separate channel and do that in the morning. Maybe. Not now, but soon. Let's see.
You think we can hold when equities drop another 10%, which I think they might do.
Stocks morning, night, crypto. Marco said boring. Bro, I was going nuts for 2 hours, man. Find another channel that goes nuts for 2 hours straight. You won't find one. Sorry I'm being boring 2 hours into the stream, my man. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Rant alert.
Bonds and certificate of deposits excite me. That sounds horribly boring. Oh, Marco, you were. I was attacking Marco. I think Marco was talking about the stocks channel, not me. Even though, yes, I am being a little bit boring right now, for sure. For sure, man. I mean, you gotta understand, I was yelling like a Viking for like 2 hours, bro. You know. All right. I think at this point, I might. So what? It'd be up and running in 2025. I will think about doing a stock stream starting sometime next week. Starting sometime next week, I may do a separate stocks channel. I'll let you guys know on that. I gotta get it set up first and shit. It takes like 10 minutes to do that. I'm like, back in like it takes so long to set up a channel. It takes like 10 minutes. But I will set that up and I will maybe start it next week. We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. Probably a yes. Probably a 75% chance yes. But in the meantime, I'm going to get out of here. Bitcoin kind of just chopping here. I mean, up, down, just kind of chop. Little chop suey. Let's see what Bitcoin does over the weekend. 71% of you guys think Bitcoin will pump on go above 17K this weekend. I would agree. But we'll see what happens. Most weekends are boring, so I wouldn't expect like 18K this weekend. If it does go up, really the next big level I'm looking at is 17.3, which is the 0.5 Fibonacci here at about 17,300. I could see it get there this weekend. Any higher than that? Probably next week. Anyways, later, peace. And don't do anything I want to do. Don't panic like crypto. Most of all, don't panic your crypto. But don't be afraid to take profits in the bear market rallies. Have a fantastic weekend, my guys. I will see you guys on Sunday night for the weekly close. And there's some good stuff on the weekly closes this week, right? We got possible RSI breakouts. We got some nasty stuff. So have a fantastic weekend. Make sure you guys go get a burger yourself. I'm going to be getting a burger tonight, most likely, because you know why? It's Friday night. I want a burger. I want some juice. And I need to suck on some juicy meat. I know you guys don't like that joke. Anyways, peace! And now you guys can enjoy some beats while I leave. Later!